not all love stays. And for a long time, I thought that meant something was wrong with me. I used to believe that everyone who walked into my life was supposed to stay, and if they didn't, it was somehow my fault, something I said, something I didn't say, something I should have been. But one night, sitting alone with nothing but the sound of rain tapping on my window, a truth finally found me. Some people aren't sent to stay, they're sent to show you what you deserve. You see, life has this strange way of teaching us through people. One day, someone holds you like you're the safest place in the world, and the next, they treat you like a stranger passing by. And when that shift happens, when the warmth suddenly turns cold, the first thing we do, especially women like me, is blame ourselves. We replay every moment, every word, every silence. We soften ourselves, we shrink. We convince ourselves that if we had just loved a little quieter or tried a little harder, they wouldn't have left. But none of that is true, because some people come into your life with a purpose that's not meant to last forever. They're a lesson disguised as a lover, a messenger wrapped in tenderness. They show you a version of love you didn't even know existed, love that listens, love that comforts, love that feels like sunlight on skin after years of winter. And then, when their part in your story is done, they leave. And it hurts. God, it hurts in places you didn't even know you had. But what I've learned, what took me years to understand, is that their leaving wasn't the tragedy I thought it was. It was the revelation. It was life whispering, "Look closely. This is the standard. This is what you're worthy of. And now that you've felt it, you'll never settle for less again." We romanticize heartbreak as if it's proof that we loved deeply. But heartbreak is often the moment life cleans the space for what is real. Sometimes the person who breaks your heart is the same person who wakes it up. And maybe we were never meant to walk the whole journey together. Maybe we were just two travelers meeting for a moment, holding a light for each other in the dark. I used to think I was left behind. Now I understand. I was guided forward. The love that didn't stay wasn't a failure. It was the mirror I needed, the reflection of the woman I was becoming. My heart wasn't broken, it was stretched. It was learning how wide it could open, how deeply it could feel, how much beauty it could hold before it overflowed. And once I saw myself through that mirror, I realized something powerful. I was never a woman asking for too much. I was a woman who finally understood her worth. Sometimes people give us a glimpse of the love we're destined for, even if they're not the ones meant to give it long term. They show us what it feels like to be chosen, held, understood. And then they disappear, not to leave us empty, but to push us toward the person who will choose us without hesitation. So if you're listening to this, and there's a quiet ache still sitting in your chest, that lingering question of, why wasn't I enough? Let me tell you something I wish someone had told me. You were enough. You always were. They just weren't meant to carry the weight of the love you're destined to receive. Not all love stays. Some love arrives only to prepare you, to remind you of what you deserve, to teach you not to accept anything less than someone who sees your worth effortlessly. And when that real love finally finds you, you'll recognize it instantly. Not because it feels dramatic or chaotic or overwhelming, but because it feels like home. A home that doesn't leave. A home that doesn't need to be fixed. A home that chooses you every single day. Some love was never meant to stay, but the love that is meant for you won't know how to leave.